And hello! Welcome in to Auriga Stars, a Fate accelerated actual play. Today is going to be great and very fun, and I'm very excited. So, let's go ahead and do some quick introductions, and then we'll do a recap, and we'll dive right in. So, first and foremost, hello, I am Ultramirage, the god and DM here. I play everybody that they do not. Eeny, meeny, miny, Jill.
I was not prepared for that. Hi, hello. I'm Jill, also known as Ghosty JK. I use she/they pronouns. I will be playing Rasai, whose constellation is the dragon, who uses she/her pronouns. And I'm ready to wreck shit.
Me too. I mean, huh? They, them, by the way. I always forget my pronouns. Literally always. Kate.
Sorry, I was fixing music. Hello, my name is Kate. I'm often Kate Orange Sky 11 on the internet. I use any and all pronouns, and I am playing Cersei, who uses they them pronouns, who is the aspect of the mandrake. Totally not
Indeed.
scared for today.
No reason to be afraid. When your GM dresses like they're going to a funeral, it's fine. Torin.
Hello, I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Makoto Shana, whose pronouns are she, her, and she is an aspect of the ram. And she's just doing good. Mm-hmm. Yep, she just stepped right in front of that person. It's okay.
All right. Julia.
Hello, my name is Julia. I use they and she pronouns, and today and all days I am playing Giselle, my ballerina cat girl, who is possessed of the guardian lion constellation. I'm nervous. I'm nervous for what's happening. I missed last week, and apparently something's going to happen because
No.
I'll you look terrifying.
Thank you.
You look like honestly, you look like an Adams.
Thank you. And finally.
Oh, hi, it's me, Emma, humbling on the internet. I use she, they pronouns, and today I am playing Nico, who uses they, them pronouns, and they are the seer, and they're feeling very nervous about what's ahead. Me as a player, color me scared and horny. I'm excited for what we're going to be facing.
Indeed. And last session, everybody finally finished their little training session and made their way across the ocean to the southern kingdoms, including the desert, which is your destination. You came to the samurai western town of Sundown, where it's maybe a little infested by some bobcat yokai and some tanuki lopes, but don't worry about them. They're friendly. So long as you give them things that they want. But more importantly, they have an issue in their town with the mines. This town, Sundown, resides around a crater from a meteor. A lot of the debris has turned into floating islands around the town. A lot of those floating islands have been turned into mines. What are they mining? The town doesn't know or care because they're just here to work. Ain't that just the way? So after having a standoff with the sheriff to prove that you guys can handle yourselves in the mines, you made your way to trying to remember his name. I think it was like Pappy or something. Ah, yes, Paprika.
It is
wasn't
Pappy,
it?
Paprika, yeah.
Yeah,
Pappy.
Pappy. The owner of the mines, who informed you guys that miners have gone missing. They're pretty sure that they're dead because it's been a few weeks at this point. some investigating team that definitely was not the Ghost Adventures crew, but a fantasy version, came here. And
Julia's
have
reaction to it.
also disappeared. You need to go back and watch the actual
Yeah.
VOD, because I was cracking myself up being like, yeah, there were some like white guys in
was
graphic
funny.
tees, and like I
Mhm.
think I'm hilarious.
You're so
Anyways,
funny. Oh my
I'm-
god, I'm so mad. I'm sorry. I gotta go. I have to watch that now.
yeah, please. No. I'm sorry, I'm going on a tangent, but the best part about that is I'm basing that off of a story my friend told me. She runs ghost tours in Bisbee, Arizona, and when the Ghost Adventures crew went there and interviewed her, she was telling me about how they spent like so much money just buying the most ridiculous outfits, and like we're just there to show off, and it was so funny. Anyways, recap. You guys have found out that it sounds like these fell have actually started to get particularly dangerous. The mines have been closed. People in this town are starting to lose money because they don't have work. And our dear sweet seer, I believe, peeked into the mines with their third eye and saw that it's pretty fucking nasty in there. Definitely saw some corpses that are maybe being puppeteered by the Fell. It's probably fine. Saw that the entire mine is filled with veins of Fell. And in the heart is a flooded room with a pulsating mass of Fell. And also a figure who seems to be dressed in bridal wear. Doesn't look like they should be able to make it into a mine, but they did. Definitely has some Fell influence. Looks like a broken heart on their chest that spreads out with veins. Actually, I have the picture available. 1 second.
Hold, please.
There we go.
So excited.
Love of my life. Leto the Lovers.
Can
I would
riz
kill
them
for
up?
them. I would kill for them. Yeah.
You don't have to.
Alta, can I riz them up?
You can do whatever you want.
Please, 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 please,
In
please,
front of your
please, please.
girlfriend?
No, that's me, Julia.
Julia steps into the
See,
game.
I told you guys. I called it. Just like Julia was
Yep.
gonna react the way that I did about Leto.
Uh-huh.
Listen, we are here for
Like-
it.
Julia and
Yeah.
Hamilton just collecting each of the NPCs, like,
Mhm,
yes,
mhm.
yes, that one I
Alta
like.
describing this
Yep.
person, and I'm just
Mhm.
like, they single?
Are they nasty?
Yeah.
Check. Are they terrible? Check.
Yeah.
Are they
Are they
bitchy?
nasty?
Are they? Oh my god.
nasty? All right. So we left off with a party at the entrance to Big Girl, I believe.
Mhm, yes.
The big mine where all the issues have been coming from, with a miner, as in the occupation, shambling forward as if they were wounded from within the mine. However, before we dive in, I would like to give you all a warning. A few warnings. Trigger warnings, in fact. Body horror. Yay! Not going to have much to do with, like, eyes or any, like, extreme details. No specific gore. Just know that there is going to be body horror involved. Mostly having to do with Leto the Lovers, love of my life. And depending on how things go, perhaps some of the players. But I will give another warning beforehand. So just keep that in mind. There are also going to be dead people here. Shocking, I know. Again, no terrible descriptions. Think just zombies being puppeteered. That's pretty much it. So that all being said, we dive back in. I believe it was evening. You guys had already gotten deep into the mine. And just further down this hall, you see the shambling figure of a miner with their headlamp flickering, holding their arm and limping forward, calling out in what sounds like pain. almost sounds like words. Almost sounds like help. Help. What do you
Oh,
do?
help.
I had stepped in front. Makoto did, and just immediately transformed. Like step, like just the fluff everywhere. And I think if it's talking, because I don't think it had talked yet, Makoto's just gonna kind of look and be like, "What kind of help do you need?" And then, but like mentally, now that she knows she can do this, she's gonna do it all the time. You all hear in your heads like, "What do we do?" And do I
Feel the
see a
felt.
tether, by the way?
Yeah, they've got like little fell strands, like they're being.
The faintest. You guys from this distance cannot see them. Nico was able to because you were using your huge mind.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. If I'm closer, like, do I see it, or did Nico tell us? I couldn't remember.
Nico mentioned
you
dead
I
bodies
think-
being animated.
Yeah, I think between Nico mentioning that and you getting closer and being on guard, you would probably see the very, very thin glints of
Yeah.
fell magic.
Nico had because they're starting to get into the habit of like essentially putting on blast like an image of what they've seen, because they were just telling Campa, but like let everybody see, to be like, yo, do you recognize this person?
Yeah. Like, what is happening?
But this person is not alive anymore. We need to get rid of the felt influence and put this person to rest.
Do I hit them? Like, I think it's more of like, do I hit them? Do I heal them? Do I just keep them from touching you? Like, that's kind of where Makoto is like,
I think this one's a
simple
hit.
options. Okay.
No, let's help. Let's see.
Let's try and blast it with healing energy and see what happens. We'll also
Feels like
turn.
this
Just
is
big
not
as
my strong suit at all.
Yeah.
Three
Three pairs of wings are out. Let's just try first.
If Makoto can, I think what she'll actually try to do is, if she sees like the felled tendrils, she has her crook that's a little like got the horns now and everything and a bell. And I think she'll even, it's with her height, if she can maneuver it around and try to hook those and rip them off and see what happens first.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Okay. Let's see.
If I have an assist, if you need it.
Yes, please.
Makoto.
Probably. Let's because she's doing this forcefully. 4.
All right.
I think I would send just really quick so that you could get close to get kind of, if you're trying to get behind him. I think Cersei would send Corzin just like making a lot of noise, like flying with a little propeller and just like and like flashing lights and making noise to try to distract this thing.
Just kidding. Makoto gets distracted. No, I'm just kidding. Because she's definitely not trying to get behind him, but get like the hook behind him, and absolutely would take the help if allowed by our dungeon master.
Yeah.
So with a 4, you are able to hook a handful of these threads, and you see this figure go from limping so pathetically to just like
I knew it.
And you haven't like severed these yet, but you've pulled them around and the body follows.
Okay.
And it starts to twitch and shift, and you hear bones cracking as it tries to lunge out towards you.
I will definitely control it then with this, because she's pretty, adept with this thing. Nope. Like marionette, the marionette,
Yeah.
I think she'll kind of send out like, hey, someone try to sever this. I've got it tied.
Yeah.
Oh, when we see that happen, Giselle's like, nope, it's a fight. And I'm gonna dive forward and transform. And I need you to know that we have gone almost 2 full seasons, and I have finally realized that I just made Ichigo from Tokyo Mew Mew.
Yes.
That's who I am. That's who I'm playing.
Thank God.
but I'm in orange. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank God.
Love it.
Yeah, so I do that, and I am just going like claws are out, scratch, scratch
Cool.
to sever the threads.
Beautiful.
And let
All
me.
right.
I think I'm just going quick. I just want to
Yeah,
just done
for sure.
Please.
I will say,
What will you say?
Mm-hmm. Since the threads are entangled, I will just allow you to cut them. However, the severed threads are going to still kind of wriggle and writhe, and they are going to instead go for you. So, could you roll for me a response to that?
I absolutely can. I still am gonna use quick. Just because I'm moving fast. And do I have an aspect kind of for this? Kind of. It's fine. I'll see. Let's roll.
Let's roll. Okay.
4.
Okay. 4. Mm-hmm. Okay, lovely. So you are able to just barely dodge out of the way of these things as they like come down even further, thicker enough for you to see them for just a moment as they like lash out towards you, but you kind of like rear back and
Sorry.
are able to dodge out of the way before they start to just slip back into the ceiling into very thin, nearly invisible threads just dangling out. Yes.
I like turned back
seems
around in
cool.
the hallway and like my eyes are like huge and reflective because I'm a cat.
Yeah. Did the thing come out of the cave entrance? Or are we assuming that we went inside?
You guys went inside.
Okay. I'm gonna go, since there's already 3 people on this one guy, I'm gonna go past everybody, and then in case there's more of them coming up, try and create like a magical barrier, so that we can kind of control this before we decide to move on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in a little further.
And you're making a magic barrier so nothing else comes in, goes
If I can,
out.
yeah, just to like so that this can get dealt with, because
Yeah.
we don't need all 5 of us on this guy. So I'll
Yeah.
just create a barrier.
Smart. Very smart. Thank you.
Very smart. Very smart. I won't make you roll for that.
Okay.
And we see the tendrils break up, and you said they're going to the top of the ceiling.
Yeah, so now there's just very
Just
like
kinda, like,
a couple
waiting?
inches of thread just kind of dangling out. The corpse that has been entangled in your crook is now just a corpse. And
Okay.
it looks pretty
Unfortunate.
bad.
Okay.
Yeah. It was.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No. from what Nico see where it came out of, yeah, I imagine it's pretty gross.
I don't want to touch it. No. But I think Risai, Makoto's going to look at you and just be like, I don't know if you can burn that, but it seems
Already
to chase
on it.
people. Yep, like get it. It's right here. Get
They
it.
look flammable, and I hope they are.
Yay! But yeah, because they look almost sentient by the way it chased Giselle, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's
it
the
came
fell-
after me.
Because there
Yeah,
was
yeah.
fell roots kind of in this, so I imagine it's just part of that root system.
Yeah.
Mhm. But I mean, they look like they chase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
So,
It could have also been that it just sensed my movement.
New host.
it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we'll
get it.
see. I'm gonna
Get it.
scuttle out of the way so I don't get
Singed.
Do they burn?
Yeah. You're not getting close. You're just kind of like,
Yeah,
right?
just launch like a little bit of fire at it.
Lovely. Easy enough. You see them singe and they writhe for a moment before just
Retreating,
those
or do they like?
they just burn up.
Okay,
Flammable. Check. All right.
that's good.
Yeah.
Do they smell?
Good.
What's the smell as it burns?
I mean, you've smelt burnt fell before.
Mm.
Smells like that, but a little stronger of blood. Like more
Mm.
human-y blood mixed with it.
Wonderful.
Delicious.
Nasty. Thank you.
Yeah, nasty girls. Okay, this place is likely going to be teeming with that stuff. I wouldn't recommend us getting into an enclosed space and setting fire to things, though, if we're still in there. If the whole place goes up. Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it'll just be
No.
Centralia. It'll be fine.
well, I was saying we could just drop it down, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a joke. I don't think Makoto's that destructive. Well, not usually.
The entire
I-
mine system.
I do like
Yeah.
the fire stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm just gonna destroy the place. Like I am smart too. Nico, actually, I have an idea. Could you share what you saw with me, and I could use some magic so that we can all see it in our space, like almost like a shared divination, but like with our eyes, if that makes sense. See it in 3D space. I'm gonna make like a 3D map of this place. Like you can see
Sure.
their walls. If there's like a
Yeah. I can do that.
Yeah. So, are you trying to share it with the entire group, as in, like, figure out where any of these little veins are, these roots are? Are you trying to figure out the map of the area so you know where to go? What?
ideally both, but if I had to choose one to focus on, I would focus more on the fell that are here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Fantastic. I will say, give me a roll and we'll see if you can do, Nico specifically.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me a roll to see if you can do one or both.
Okay.
And we'll treat this as a sort of concentration.
Okay. Do you want careful, clever?
Whatever you think fits most, as you're trying to broaden your awareness and share it with the others.
That's
I
fine.
offering help with this at all, or
I don't know how you could. You could try to be like,
my idea was that Nico would
magic.
share it with Rasai, and Rasai could just project it,
Okay,
like act as like a projector for the group.
gotcha.
But if
Sure.
that's not gonna work, that's okay.
We'll
Mhm.
see.
We will see.
It's a 3.
Okay. Oh, hi, Medley.
Do I want to invoke an aspect this early on? Do I feel like we might need
Do
these
you want
later?
to give me a fate point this early?
We feeling lucky? What does that mean?
What?
We've moved to get a little early.
We're fine.
No, I think we're
Oh, I got a
okay.
kitty purse.
Yay.
Thank
Girl.
you.
I'll hold on to those in case that becomes important later.
Cool.
Yeah.
And I'll say if Rasai wants to help, that'll be both of you, quote unquote, concentrating.
Yeah.
So, yes, you can go ahead and add a +2 to that.
Okay.
If you'd like. And
Yeah.
that will allow you to get both a like map as well as little pings on probably within like 30 feet where the fell are.
But it requires both of us concentrating on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Done.
And as you sort of project this out, you all can see all around you. There are just roots everywhere. None of them are quite right up to the tunnel, but they're just everywhere.
Sorry, quick question. Is this roots of fell like that, or is it actual
Yeah.
like roots?
Roots of fell
Fell.
specifically.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Because I
Makoto's-
saw it's they're like the roots that I saw through in Geist. That's
Mhm.
kind of what I saw the big roots down in the flooded cavern.
I think Makoto is just gonna send a quick little message to Cersei. Just I mean, you know how to get back to it now, right? Like, like basically intimating like you have roots. These are roots. You could.
Right.
Mm.
Like
That
I
was
could,
totally the noise she made.
like I could make them. I could fight them back.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can follow them, and then if we need to, I'm just saying, like follow them, but also you now like basically maybe it's a conduit for your magic.
I was going to ask if we offered you our power to channel, do you think that you could sort of force your way through the root system with your magic and either burn away or heal the fel? At least find the source of the roots?
I'm not sure it's natural plant roots though.
I don't think I don't.
That
I'm
would
sure
go
it's
back
not,
to the source,
but
right?
It
would
was
be-
giving like
Touching it, though,
veins.
isn't that going to be an issue?
Yeah.
It could be, but if
More
I
of a-
don't touch it,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
I can touch it with, I like the idea. I want to try, but
Maybe when we get closer.
yeah.
keep going for now.
Yeah.
I guess we have
Yeah,
to.
I think let's just keep lights up, and I think Cersei at this point will like just kind of like Makoto, almost like stepping, looking right at the camera. Oh, sorry, I'm
Oh
playing
my Oh my
Oh,
God.
baby.
She
Why are you here?
One little paw up in the dust.
Yeah.
No, you can't hear us. Go ahead.
I
Susie.
think
Yeah.
let's just keep lights up, and hopefully the veins won't touch us. If it's
Yeah.
only if they can only work in shadow, but I like the idea of getting closer, and if we have to, I'd like to try.
All right, so you press forward. Fantastic. And luckily, thanks to Nico's foresight, you guys do know the path to take to get to the source of the fel here. And following along that, every now and then you hear just the slightest cracks and shifts in the ground around you, as if there are things moving within. Horrible, terrible. But, girl, you cannot be mad. You sat here. Sorry. And sometimes there's just big enough of a shift to maybe feel like the roof is going to cave in. But just a couple pebbles fall down. And you guys are always aware of where these are thanks to your combined effort. Nothing seems to attack for a couple minutes. But both of you do become aware that there is another looming threat. It seems like there's a web of sorts blocking the way, invisible to the naked eye, but you are able to sense it, and with Rasai's sort of projection of it, you all are able to see that there's just a web of fel blocking the way through. In this web, at least towards the edges of it, partially within the walls themselves, are small lumps of pulsating fel. Looks maybe like head-sized. And you're able to tell that from your senses. Those are probably more people that have been pulled into the root system and are ready to just be onto you.
So it's like a trap.
Definitely.
I want to go home.
That's so fair.
Yeah.
Grandpa gives you a little pat.
Yeah. There's something about all of this that Nico, especially because I'm concentrating on a spell right now, I am like center back of the group, hunching in, nervous noises. Don't like it.
How do we I think Rasai and Nico should stay in the back so they can focus, but Makoto and Giselle, do you want me to try and oust these things and you can take them out? Or maybe I can trap them in and then we don't have to fight them at all, maybe?
I would say
But we still have to
whatever's
make it through the web.
Yeah, I would say whatever's easiest and conserves resources, because if we can get to the root and take it out, they won't be a problem. But if we have to deal with this woman, we're going to probably need everything we have. So whatever is the least use of your resources.
I would rather just, if we know that it's a trap for us, I would rather strike first.
Yeah. And to be honest, I've been
Okay.
thinking about their seeping in the ground thing, and especially with your roots and stuff, if we can, I don't know, use the same strat if they're not thinking about it.
Yeah, I have. It's using a stunt, but maybe I'll use that as a second. I have an inverse of a stunt. If that's an idea. Okay, then I'll oust these things and we can take them out.
I have to save this cat. No, I'm just kidding.
Baby.
She's
Yeah.
actually the villain.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's fine too. I'll save it.
Good for her.
We'll kill for her.
I hope so.
Immediately. Makoto will just look at you, just let me know if you need anything.
I think Cersei's gonna put their
Nails
hand
out.
Steph.
Sorry.
put their hand on their root hand, like they don't even hunch over. The root arm just extends and very gently just like touches the ground. They are not daring to go in right now. They're just touching the ground and trying to commune with that earth and see if there's anything natural that they can ask any kind of plant system to oust the things in the walls.
It feels like whatever might have been here has already been parasitized.
Oof. Okay.
So
Well, then,
you
alright.
get sort of just an eerie silence, like you're stepping in a graveyard.
Okay, so that's a no. I
Maybe
think
just
we
trap them.
Need trigger.
Plan B.
Okay. I can use. So I have a stunt that is quicksand motherfucker. I just called it that because I didn't know what else to call it.
Yeah?
Wow, that's giving pocket sand vibes. I love it.
I love it. Let's go.
So it says Cersei can use their power to create an area of mud, vines, roots, etc. that makes rough terrain for everyone but them and Corsian. And I want to do that around these fell beings and trap them inside. Like actually almost, I don't know if I can just make something grow around them to keep them there.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a once per session stunt.
Yes.
Okay. So then it automatically happens. You are able to just focus in on what you think are the heads of these corpses poking out from within the veins of Fel. And you're able to just focus your powers and grow this thick tangle of vines over them to make sure that they are not, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. To make sure that they do not move. You can see them start to like wiggle and writhe a bit, but they cannot break free from your celestial powers.
Okay. You said there was a web of Fel though. Is it like
Yes.
it's in the path ahead of us? Okay.
Yes.
Still got to get rid of that.
I'd say I look at Rasai, fire or just cutting through it.
Casting fire would lose concentration on this spell, right?
Yeah.
For navigating.
I'm going to have you roll for it to see if you can maintain.
Would that be...
How do you think you're handling it? Do you think you're trying to be careful about it? Do you think
No,
you're trying
because
to
that's my
force?
worst.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to be clever about it. Try and
Go
like
for it.
conserve mental resources. That's a 0.
All right.
Oh, so
So-
many nervous noises from Nico.
You can feel as your hands spark that you are not going to be able to do this without dropping the illusion spell. So, and the connection specifically.
Yeah.
So you get the
Alright.
choice of which one you would like to do.
All right, I can burn it, but that means
I'm
we're
s-
not gonna have our map anymore. So, which one?
I would rather have the map. I'm
Same.
perfectly happy to chop it.
Okay, I'll just
right,
extinguish
So
the
got 3
flame.
of us. So
If she's going to do that, can Makoto just be kind of on the side of her, of Giselle, just like with the staff if they go after her again, just and try to tangle it up?
You're going to try and tangle the web up in your.
So Giselle's going to go cut it, I believe. And if
Gotcha, okay.
the web does the same weird, like, give me, Makoto's going to just try to smack it and be like, no.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
All right.
So, Giselle,
yes.
you approach and ka-chink, begin to slash away, and they do not resist. It's just a web, teehee. But as they fall
That's worse.
limp, as they fall limp, you can see them like starting to just reach around, feeling for the nearest body. So you do have a clear way through. You guys are just going to have to either fully destroy these things or be quick as you go through. Medley, don't attack my hand. I'm not touching you.
I think knowing that Nico and Rasai are kind of behind us and they're concentrating on that, I think Makoto might take the time to go ahead and destroy all of this so it's not behind us while we go through.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And how do you go about that?
I smash it.
smash it with a crook.
Can I
Yeah.
also
The winner we
roll
started
to see
smashing.
how much I can keep
Yeah.
plowing?
Yeah. Both of you give me your little rolls for smashing and clawing and destroying and killing.
Oh no! Can I
Right,
put an
you
aspect
got
on that
it.
of some kind? Holy shit, that was bad. Sorry.
I got a 4. We swear here. I got 4.
I got a 0. How about hold on. May I utilize See, I was about to say utilize an aspect, but now I'm scared of what Alta said before.
Huh? You have nothing to fear from me.
Teehee.
I mean, we haven't really seen the consequences of giving fate points yet, so I'm
I
excited.
know. Like, I'm
What is-
not.
What does giving fate points mean? What did I miss?
Well, when we spend one, Alta gets
Yeah.
currency.
It's a currency, so when you spend them, you hand them to
yeah.
me.
So like
You have
reroll or
seen
get
them.
a +2.
I also get to re-roll and add things.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, and we don't but I don't want you getting fucked up just now.
The only thing I
So-
worry about is it's a 0. If it was like a 1, I wouldn't be that
Yeah.
worried. I think I will use my
Yeah.
aspect. I will be your shield. And Makoto kind of grounds in and is just like, why are they so quick? And then just starts stomping with her feet.
Amazing.
Yes, that is now 2.
Yeah, just keep them moving. Keep them moving. I could have hit my own headphones. Keep them moving.
So,
Yeah.
Giselle, luckily, you're able to just completely destroy all the ones in your path, but Makoto, unfortunately, some of them are going to attempt to grab onto you.
Yeah.
So,
Not in front of me. They're not.
I'd rather
They're gonna
be
try.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. I know. I'm not gonna
Bring
I'm not
it!
gonna argue that.
Not my thigh high boots.
So,
No, not my outfit. I'm serving.
I'm hot now.
Yeah.
oh no!
Are you
I'm all
really gonna
tied
do
up
this
with my
on a
new
day? Yeah.
booty shorts. No.
My stompy boots.
All right. So they do manage to grab onto your ankles and your hands and sort of pull your weapon up and stop you from actually stomping on them.
Mhm.
And you can feel it trying to pull you to bring your weapon to attack your friends. Shocking,
Oh,
I know.
interesting. So it's trying to not only restrain me,
But
but
trying to
puppet
puppet
my
you.
weapon
Puppeting
too.
you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Good luck. I'm a big girl.
It's doing its best, okay?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like Makoto, I'm assuming is probably like 6 feet ish, maybe taller. Like, okay. But I will tell everyone about that. Stop your twirling hair. I will tell everyone what is happening with my mind.
And you all can see that those movements of hers go from like stomp, 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 stomp to
Okay. I think
I think-
at this point,
Yeah,
if you're gonna do
it's not
something, go
working.
ahead.
Yeah, no, sure. I think Cersei is going to like send out their root hand to actually try again to sever those ropes that Rasai is showing us.
Absolutely.
Just make the like roots of their hand become like just really razor sharp and rock hard, like Lust from FMA a bit.
Go ahead and do a little roll for that. And
I think that's all.
Makoto, could you give me a little roll?
I can. What you want?
I want you to roll a forceful to try and resist this.
Okay.
But you're going to have a -2.
-2.
Ooh,
Okay.
Is there anything I can do to help out with this roll? Or
It's a -1, baby.
go ahead, Kate.
No, just I got a 1, so I was like
Okay.
waiting for.
Yeah. Giselle, absolutely. If you want to like team attack this, by all means.
Can I with you, Kate?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going with careful because I think I'm feeling a little antsy about having my claws out near someone I care about after that time I almost killed Kampa. That's also a 1.
All right.
Oh, geez.
Doing good.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So-
It's the dress rehearsal. It's the dress rehearsal.
I'm gonna look to Rasai and just be like, we can recast this. We need to help them.
At this point, it's just
Yeah.
like fuck it,
Drop.
fire.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
and I think I'm gonna combo up as well, if you'll allow. I'm gonna because I'm in my form with my 6 wings. I'm just gonna bring out the feather blades and just try to serrate it at the wall, like just like create a little.
Yeah.
It's almost like instead of like a ball of feathers, it's like it creates this little like arch shape and just zoom right through.
Yeah, I'm also aiming my fire like at the connections to the wall.
Yeah. Oh, you
but
can
it-
heat up the metal. We can. Yeah.
I could do that. Cauterize it.
First and foremost, Makoto, give me another forceful roll, this time to
Will
attack.
do. Okay. Of course, this one's probably gonna be good. No, it's not. It's a 1. We're good.
Nice. Let's say Giselle
Alta.
first. Yes. Makoto, despite her strength, still is being controlled by this, and you feel her taking a big swing at you. Can you roll to dodge, please?
Yeah, I can.
Princess, you're doing this to yourself.
Also,
get
real
mad at
quick
me.
question.
Yeah.
This is not trying to do mental things, so I can still talk to people, right? Or you
Yes.
know. Yeah.
Yes.
So I will try to tell y'all when, like, that's bad, y'all. I'm about to hit you.
Yeah. That's a 1. That's a 1.
Okay. Neat. Give me just a moment.
Like, Makoto's not a barbarian, but basically this is what's happening. Wisdom save, you fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. We knew it was gonna happen. Like, Makoto rushes in.
I know.
She's getting
This
slightly
person starts moving. I rush in.
Yeah.
I would like to rage. No, I'm kidding. Sorry.
So what I'm picturing is this thing, your crook, slams into Giselle, but Giselle, you kind of just like climb onto it and cling so that you don't actually take any damage, but now you're at the mercy of what she hits next. So
I'm
those
okay.
who are attacking, you're okay for now.
Yeah.
You don't take any damage. But those who are attacking, at this point, most of the threads have already been severed. They're focused on trying to attack the immediate targets, they being the Fel. So between the two of you dropping your concentration and focusing on just severing these, you can absolutely do that. And Makoto, you feel this hold on you suddenly just drop, and you still feel them sort of like writhing and wiggling around you, but it's easy enough to just like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. She's just pulling him off and like throwing him on the ground. But honestly, like, I'll be honest, I don't think Makoto was too worried, like with how far it went, but has good information. So she wants to share everybody what it felt like, how strong they are, that kind of information.
You do still have a Giselle clinging onto your crook.
Oh, I will very gently put you down. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's fine. Hop down.
Yeah.
I think we've realized that fire might be the best way to deal with these things from a distance.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Getting too close to them is not sensible, I don't think.
Unfortunately. Maybe we could focus on keeping a distance until we get down to where this woman is.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
I'll still go first, but I'll let you know what I see.
I mean, could we try recasting it? But if you like, I don't know that I can do the projecting thing like recited, but maybe we could try recasting it, and I could.
Possible.
Yeah.
I will say that, Cersei, when you felt the earth here and you didn't feel any roots, you still feel like you could travel through by making your own routes. It will just be dangerous.
Yeah.
Because there's also Fel here. But it might be a quicker way if that was something you wanted to try and explore.
I think I'll propose that to the group. If we want to just get right to the heart right away. Maybe Nico, with your guidance, going around the Fel, we can just get right to them.
How? What are you proposing?
I have only ever done it with myself, but I can, I think with my roots, make a path for us. With this, Alta, I'm a little curious. Because I have that stunt that I can have a +2 to escape, and like by pulling my roots underground. And I always kind of pictured like Cersei almost becoming roots, and then just magically taking someone with me.
Absolutely.
So it's not like creating a tunnel. It's like, so I think I explained that. It's not like creating a tunnel. I would actually, you guys would magically become roots with me for a moment and travel through the ground.
Sure. We're definitely going to not become roots again, right?
And
yes,
avoid the Fel that is in the walls.
That's what I think if we do it together, you and me, Nico, since you can see where it is, you can guide me and I can take us through. Or we can risk going through the tunnel and running in more traps.
We can try it. They look very nervous, but they trust you guys.
I'll say Makoto joins you in that because she's
anxious.
just like, I like the way I look. I want to be roots.
I just got these thigh-high boots.
Yeah. These shorts now.
I promise I've done it before. I promise you will go back to your regularly scheduled programming.
And we've seen you do it at least once, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the fight
It's
with
okay.
Bria.
We
Yeah.
trust you.
I do think we
Um,
need to think about this a little bit, though, because I'm
What?
totally fine if this is what we decide to do. However, there is a possibility that we get caught and tangled by these things while we are traveling. And then are we
Right.
able to do anything about it then?
I can
Right.
change the terrain of this place, but I'm a little scared to do it because it's already wobbly.
Can you change the terrain of the place when you are a root?
I mean, I'm kind of
I would
testing limits of
imagine so.
magic, so
Also, will
Mhm.
we have control
try
over
it.
ourselves enough if we do get caught?
Yeah.
It's faster, it's more risky. I'm okay either way, but I just wanted to bring up that possibility.
Yeah. How much time do we have? Was my concern because I was under the impression that we're under a bit of a time crunch.
Well,
she knows
they
we're here.
know. Yeah, they
Or
saw
they-
me.
I don't know
Yeah.
if is it.
It's more of a, do you want surprise,
yeah.
or do you want to walk into them expecting you and probably a trap?
I think
Yeah.
we should probably surprise them. They already know we're here, so we don't have that part. But I think if we do things out of the box that they don't expect, it might help us.
Okay,
Okay.
Just my thought.
maybe
And if
we
you're
can all
fast
offer
enough, they're
magic.
okay.
I was gonna say maybe we could all offer our magic as we're traveling to make it easier and not just one person pulling us through.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
If Cersei, you and I can maybe just take a minute and combo up me looking for where that source was and you finding a path while I do
Yeah.
it to at least route map. Fun.
The root.
It's like they realized that what they said sounded like a joke, but they are not in the headspace for finding it funny.
That's really funny.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's do it.
Okay. All right. And they'll come and take your hands. They have like nervous hands.
Oh yeah, no, same. Like, and I think that the root hand, Cersei kind of like, oh, and like makes it, and it's about the size of their regular hand now, just brown.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
has a little leaf sprouting out of it. Okay.
Can I, Alta, would I be able to like kind of put a hand on both of their shoulders and just give a little gentle squeeze and be like, we got this? And give them any
Ambate.
kind of mechanical benefit? Or that.
Sorry, I was trying to channel the Ichigo. What is it? Mamma Mia? Anyways.
Yeah, I looked it up, I think.
Yeah.
I looked it up before this and then I immediately
Gosh.
forgot her last name.
It's been so long. Anyways,
I know. I gotta rewatch it.
have you watched the new Tokyo Mew
No,
Mew?
I haven't. I only saw the original one on 4Kids TV, so I
It's
don't know if I
oof.
actually have seen Tokyo Mew Mew.
So, like, not to go on a tangent, but Tokyo Mew Mew new has updated animation, but keeps all of the cheese of a like kept all of it. It's so good. The only thing they really updated, I think, other than the animation, was the number of extinct animals. Anyways,
Oof. Anyway, so I put my
Yes.
hands on both your shoulders and like, we got this. We're gonna get through this.
Okay.
And I wanna give them some kind of bonus.
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. Yeah.
yeah.
Us and our D&D references will never stop.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
It's really
Zelda
fun.
references, Pokemon references. Listen.
Tokyo Mew Mew references.
Yeah.
I
I'm gonna try to open up my senses to where I know this source to be, and essentially use it to create a kind of beacon, like a guiding light for you to then go down into the earth and plan around the dark spots.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you'll see Cersei kind of like a tiger bark ficus, for those of you who are
Oh.
bonsai nerds like me. Well, there's like from their elbow, there's like one root that starts growing down and like goes into the soil. And I don't think that like maps the whole route, but just starts like snaking very like into the ground, trying to follow that light.
Scouting ahead.
Yeah.
For sure. Now, are you guys trying to mask your presence as you're burrowing this root down?
I don't know if Nico can, but here's the thing. Like, they're trying to create this light, and they know that they've already been seen, so their presence is likely known, but I'd like it to be bright enough. Tap into that celestial sea light to mask what Cersei is doing. So even if they're aware of my probing, because I've already mentally reached out a couple times in that map, so
Yeah.
you know they're aware that we're in here, but I want it to be bright enough that they can't see the roots that are forming.
And
Does
I
that make
think that
sense?
Cersei, since we're like so mentally connected in doing this, I think
Yeah.
Cersei, because they do have some points in sneaky.
Yeah.
I think they would see that and like really try to find
Although
the
if
darkness.
you want, I'm happy to spend a fate point, and I know we're being hesitant about our fate points, but if we want the element of surprise, I could give Alta 1, but use the, because I'm a wallflower, because roots. Once per session, I can just succeed at being sneaky and unseen.
Is that just you though, or is that
It's like what we're doing, because we're trying to combo move, so I'm happy to spend a fate point if Alta will allow to cover our tracks.
I will allow. Because I am a kind and benevolent god.
And you want those tasty, tasty fate
Yes,
points.
and when we pop at the other side, there's a save point and
can't
like healing
say that.
potions and
yeah. But I feel like if this gives us the element of surprise, one is enough to hopefully help us get through this.
Yeah.
So,
Alta said, "I'll be nice before I wreck you."
bet I'm gonna be so nice to you. You won't even know.
Well, I think
I gotta
think
buy
the
you
element of
chocolates
surprise is
first,
worth
you know?
it.
Take you out to dinner.
Yeah.
Go on.
I think the element of surprise is worth it.
Yeah.
Especially since we already
Lovely.
know we're here.
Agreed.
so.
Yeah. And
So-
I'm being careful as I do it, because anytime I feel the presence of those fell roots, Nico is especially frightened to be near them. So like
God,
I
you
am
so
making a
bitch.
point of the cat.
My roommate.
Oh. And they were roommates. So yeah, I'm trying to like very purposefully and you'll feel that energy, Cersei, from Nico, of just like they are very afraid of these things, of just being close
Lovely.
to it. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Yep.
So,
Oh, I should spend that fate point, huh?
because you spent that and used your nice little stunt. Was it a stunt or a
It's a stunt, yes.
beautiful? You both make it undetected as you weave your way through, feeling just all over. Both of you are able to feel the like hair on the back of your neck stand up every time you brush close to any of these veins, but they don't seem to really react. It seems like you are able to just slip right on by. And between the two of you, you can find a route that seems to lead directly down to Nico, where you are pretty positive if you breach what would be the ceiling going down, that would be that flooded room.
Okay.
So you found a safe route, and you have not been detected.
Okay. I think I'll relay that to the group and to Nico. I'm not going to breach the wall because I don't want them to know we're here yet. Do we know at this point that Rasai has thalassophobia or is like afraid of water?
There have been hints.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that up to
yeah.
your character if they've been able to pick up on those hints because back at the lake, definitely saw her
Yeah.
freaking out a bit.
Nico was given like back rubbies to recite during that scene.
She was very like
Yeah.
sweaty and like, no, it's fine. I don't know what you guys are talking about. But
Yeah, we can definitely go down there. Ah!
Yeah.
Is Alta, is the entire room flooded, or is there perhaps, like, now that Cersei's close, can they snake around and
Mhm.
try and find a dry spot for us to land?
Absolutely. There are about 3 dry spots. There's one that you're able to find that is the actual tunnel that would have taken you guys a little bit longer to get there, but it leads to a ledge that overlooks this flooded room. Looks like most of the room itself has actually collapsed, and that's part of why it's flooded. Over to one side, the right, looking in for this entrance,
oh,
so the cups has actually piled up to a place where you guys would be able to stay out of the water. It's going to be a little cramped, but you could all fit. It's going to be a little iffy here. The third space is where that pulsating mass is, and there is a little bit of room in between the veins, but that's where our beloved bride is waiting.
Okay. I think I would go to the small spot that is not the entrance of the tunnel, because that's where they should be expecting us. Okay. I have the route. Are we ready to go?
Okay, question. Are we going to try and talk to her? Or are we going to try and... Or are we just attacking?
Campa, who is still like riding on somebody's shoulder, just kind of like taps his little chin and goes in everybody's mind, I would warn against trying to reason with them. As you've noticed, they have a tendency to try and manipulate their targets. All of them.
Okay.
So just be wary of that.
Gonna go all dragon and help us, or
Yeah, and do you want subdued or eliminated?
They've been causing a lot of harm here. They have been taking lives. It is probably best to be eliminated. If that is not something that you are prepared to do, I can take care of that.
I think Risai makes eye contact with Campa there, but
Campa, who is just a little guy
This little guy, this little dude.
with his beady little orange eyes staring.
Okay.
If it's what's needed, if it stops others from coming to this fate, then it's what must be done. Okay.
are we sneaking? Or are we just going for it at this point?
I say we just go.
Element of surprise, and then everyone just like all at the same time.
Yeah.
I think she kind of lifts up her staff, like, you want me to wreck it? Oh, okay.
We can all, if we try and come up with something where
But
all of us.
Makoto, if you can use the terrain to make us more dry spots, I think
Yeah.
that will be very helpful.
Yeah.
Raised platforms like the training grounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I'll say you'll notice that Risai doesn't seem nervous about a flooded like area. It
Okay.
doesn't seem to be
it's the
water that she's
ocean.
afraid of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Okay. Well,
But it's
Alta,
good to
I'm
have
going
more
wreck it.
room. Yeah.
Now, here's a very interesting question for you, Alta. So let me make sure I'm doing the right one. Yes. So this is my ram climb that I made. I embrace my size and height as a tall boss, and especially when defending people, charge up strikes your staff in the ground. Now, here's the thing. Is there ground that she can get to, or can she like hit one platform and it, raises others? Or do I gotta go diving?
Well, yes and yes.
Okay.
So, when you get there,
Hmm.
well, I guess I will describe it when you get there, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you all prepared to into the ground?
Do we? Okay. Yep.
All
I
right.
think Cersei is going to like still with that little elbow root attached, like their hand's gonna just grow like very big and kind of like hold out in the middle of the group, like all
Right.
in.
Before we go, Nico, you wanted to say something.
Oh, so go ahead.
I am just very nervous that we're going up against something incredibly dangerous and we don't know what we're all individually going to do when we get there.
I think you and I need to hang back and do damage from a distance. Cersei is kind of middle ground, could do both, but Makoto, Shauna, and Giselle, you're gonna be up close and personal.
And
Perhaps
distract.
we can try to restrain.
And heal.
Mm,
They have
woman?
fell. They have fell in them, but if they're an experiment, they also have celestial power.
But
Is
I don't
that right,
think we
Kempa?
can.
They
heal
have
them.
white skin, like, and I'm going to point between me and Kempa. Yeah.
We can try and subdue, and if there's no saving her, them.
Them.
Thank you,
No.
25. If there's no saving them, we do what we have to do.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought from the conversation before, Campa just wanted us to kill her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is what Campa said.
Campa
Let's
does.
vote.
Campa
Yeah.
wants us to kill them.
Yeah.
Campa was
I
like,
like
I
to
don't
try and
recommend talking.
Talking.
I'm not
Yeah.
going
No
to
negotiating.
say-
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
And,
going
like-
to say you guys should kill them. I will do it if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say
yeah.
because like for Makoto as tradition, she got permission, so like
Yeah.
that's the like out the gate go.
I think trying to go about this and tiptoe around being damaging to this person is just ultimately going to harm us.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
restraint comment was not that like we all choose to restrain her. It was that if Cersei can restrain, it makes people harming her easier.
easier to do it. Yeah.
I
them,
can.
because they can't then, you know.
I can absolutely do that. I'll send. I think I can use coercion to help with that.
Do you want me to change the layout of this place first, or
I think once we get in there, otherwise they'll know that we're coming. They'll
Mhm.
know that we're
well, I'm
faster
sorry, I
than
meant
they
before the
expected.
roots go, or
Honestly, Makoto, I think you and I might. The first time we break through, you and I just attack as one,
got it.
and then I can
Yeah.
keep at her and keep at them and
Yeah, we
distracting them. And
because
you can
Rasai
do
and
that.
Nico can fly as well, so
Mhm.
and I'll be fine.
And I can jump rock.
I got a big stretchy arm now.
And I
so.
don't like water, so I'm not going in the fucking water.
Sure. Honestly, I have questions about the water stuff later, but yes, let's do this. So yes, we're gonna
Let's go.
open up and yay, we're here.
Yep.
All right. Everybody steps in, and as soon as Cersei commands it, you all into this bundle of roots that just, it is a strange sensation. It feels dreamlike almost, but far too real. And you writhe your way through the rocks. You can feel these tingles all around you, these senses of there's something over there. There's something writhing to the left of me. There's all these terrible things around, but they don't seem to pay you any mind. More so, it feels like a scary dark ride where there's just like things popping up and you're just like, ah, but they're not actually hurting you. Anyways, and as the roots finally pop back out and release all of you, allowing you your forms once again, you find yourselves on a pile of rubble that was probably once the floor of a mine that has since collapsed. To your left, about 30 feet up, you see the proper entrance to this mine. there's a small platform. That would be your exit. To your right, you see, everybody now can see in full, horrible, nasty, gigantic, pulsating mass of fell with tendrils and veins that are writhing out of it and stuck into the walls, into the water. Standing next to it, surprised, to say the least, that you all just out of the ground, like...
Hero pose.
That veiled wedding dress person, Leto the Lovers, as you were informed, just turns their head over. You can't see their eyes because the veil, but they have a frown for a moment before it just slowly turns into a very serene smile. There they are again. The room around you is just water. It looks like it's no longer actively flooding. It's still. And you can see that a lot of the collapsed floor has created an uneven floor to the water itself. So some areas are shallow, some are significantly deeper. The area you are standing on is probably about 10 feet by 10 feet. And this is the area where it actually descends from shallow into deep, but...
Okay, so the platform that we're on, you said was 10?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Makoto got her order, so she is going to basically right when they drop out of the roots, she's hitting the ground running immediately and will stomp very loudly as she does. And then on the last, like at the very edge, she's going to hit both feet and use that as the mechanic to raise other platforms. And I did write this as a shockwave, so platforms appear. She jumps and scales them like a ram, so she can attack from the sky. So different numbers, platforms pop up with that jump, and then she just starts ping-ponging, to then go in and get after her. So I got +2 for forceful when I do that. And
Feed
this is
all of those fate points. Nom nom nom.
Yep. Sorry.
It's like giving the coins to fucking what's her name in Baldur's Gate 3.
I'm trying to be like
yeah, because I wanted to ask Circe to throw me for a fastball special.
Fastball special.
Yes.
Let's go. Yeah.
But then Alta gets fate. But it's cool and fun, and that's what matters.
Yep.
This is where we need to use them. This is where we need to use them.
Yeah. So
would you
go ahead. Go. No, do your thing.
I was just gonna ask if you'd like me to roll a forceful. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. I get +2.
Hi, Goblin.
Please be good. It's not. It's a 2.
Okay.
I'm so tempted to do another fate point to reroll, but I feel like
Your
that's a
dice
little
are
much.
being so rude today.
They're being mean to me today. I've almost got my physical dice out because I'm like, please stop hating me.
All right.
Roll 20's having a day. I know. I've got my little one here today as well.
You have your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I whip around to you, Circe, and I'm just like, throw me.
Got it. And
Don't tell me.
You feel like the like roots just like still gently but like grasp around you, rear back, and like throw the arm goes out just for a little bit before like letting you go. And you get a +2 to your attack roll.
Yes.
With the lift call, as I've called it.
Yeah.
All right. So we also do both Kate and I spend a fate point on this, or is it one of us pays that price?
It's entirely up to you. If you both want to give a +2, that would bring it to a +4.
Yeah, I think I've got to, because that's the phrasing of mine is they can use a strength 2 when prompted, launch Giselle at an enemy, giving her a +2 to the attack roll.
Cool.
So I'm definitely using one, but
all right.
I'm gonna hold off unless I do absolutely horrific on this roll.
Sounds good.
So I'm going for quick because we just want to get this over with and we want to make the most of that surprise. So here we go. That's a 4 with +2. That's a 6.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
It's just we burst through the wall and I'm like, throw me, and like just it's a ball of orange and gold, and I think I reach into like my celestial magic and I wreathe my claws in that like guardian lion's like the celestial fire that it uses for its mane, and so I have that on my claws as well as I just
Badass.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful. So starting with Makoto, as you leap across these platforms that you summoned up from stomping on the ground, they tremble beneath you as you rocket off of them and go directly for this veiled stranger, this general, as you guys have been told, who is just standing there next to this pulsating mass of fell, smiling so serenely.
Yep. I was like, Makoto's already committed, but Torin's like, yep, okay. Sorry, go ahead.
hate
Begins to hold up a hand as soon as you start to launch up, and that hand begins to change, starting from that green and black piece on their chest. You see it kind of split open, and something grows from out of it, overtakes the hand, and it becomes this twisted, sinuous, fell, monstrous hand. And it just grasps. I know, they're so hot. It just grasps Makoto. I almost said Torin.
Me too. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, me next.
Yeah. Here,
it breaks the fourth wall and grabs Torin.
Grasps Makoto
Yes.
by the throat mid-jump.
Hot.
I know, me next. Fully just stopping you in your place.
Yeah.
Stop being
Giselle,
horny. That's my girlfriend.
As you are launched forward, claws out, ready to shred this, you see they grab your fucking girlfriend's throat. I'm assuming you're going for the arm to try and sever it?
Oh, I cut off their fucking arm.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Don't touch
Can I
her.
have my dice tray back?
No.
Not allowed.
Yep.
You just have to let us succeed. Sorry.
Yep, that's all
Those
it is.
are the rules.
Yeah.
I heard.
We're taking over this stream now.
No, you move.
Doesn't
Yes.
We have a new DM, guest DM today.
Yeah.
Oh, you do not want her as your guest DM. She's brutal.
Okay. Oh no, Makoto's dead.
No, I'm just gonna use one of those fake points y'all gave me. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh
Okay,
for us or
we're
uh-oh for
okay.
you?
Yeah, I was gonna say, for you or
Yeah, no.
I think it's a uh-oh for us.
probably.
Fate points, huh? Yeah.
The second hand grabs me and we kiss with tongue.
Oh. Hell yeah. For both?
Me next? Damn.
Polly starts, here we go.
Oh god.
It's
All
a
right.
terrifying encounter, but we're all so
You slice through the arm. At least it feels like it. You actually feel bone beneath there, severing. And blood, human blood, spurts out.
Nasty.
And as it begins to sever and fall, the fell piece of it just barely holds it together and pulls it back into place. This person seems a little too unbothered. Calm down, y'all. They seem a little too unbothered, almost excited by the pain, as they just kind of throw their head back and go, some interesting opponents.
Yep.
One chance,
I'm
please.
assuming yeah. Can I?
Okay,
I
I'm
feel
done.
like
I'm
there's
sorry. The tone.
gonna be some specifically Julia and Leto fanfic on the O3.
Yeah.
Not just up with Julia.
I'm gonna take to the air and like already getting the impression that this is gonna be a no good, not fun time for
What?
us. Just loving it. Characters. I wanna try to distract them in a move that may prove foolish, but you know what? It's fun and it's story. Try to distract them with the fact that there is visual similarities between they and I. So like flying and like swooping enough to try and catch the eye. I want to either distract to a bit, mostly to give my friends an opportunity, essentially.
Do you want to do this alone? Because I have a stunt that helps with distraction.
Sure. Yes. Let's do it.
I have a plus. I can give, or I have a +2. Would I be able to give that to Nico instead?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Stunt does? Okay. I'll use like magic to create like a loud noise near Nico or something, or like a flash of light.
All right.
Point. You're welcome.
Yeah. Because my
Nico?
the eye, yeah, and the green, yeah, no, yes, sorry, yes, I'll do yes.
No, go ahead.
That's fine.
Go ahead and roll me a flashy.
Okay.
With a +2.
With a +2. Oh, that's just 1. So it's a 3.
Okay.
I'm not giving you a fate point. Or do
Are you
I?
sure?
You know what? It's
positive?
story and it's fun. I mean, I did say that's what I was doing coming into this. I was gonna give a YOLO kind of, quite literally maybe, approach to this because I have felt touched ancestry as an aspect.
You sure do.
I don't want to use the stunt because like that's for calming a fell monster, and I don't know if calming this person's necessarily the approach we are all going for here. But I will do it to bump that to a 5, please.
I just realized I shouldn't have supported this because now that this is we don't. Do we want them to know this?
Listen, if we kill it, and then we don't have to worry, right? If we kill it, then it ain't a problem anymore. I'm giving y'all an opportunity to kill it.
Makoto would be yelling at you. Just saying.
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah,
Versailles
yeah.
realizes her mistake immediately.
Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna help
Especially
you
if
with
it
what you're
works.
doing. No, don't do that.
Wait, immediate regret.
Yeah. And my introvert wallflower doesn't like to be perceived by most people. Is very much trying to make themselves perceived, regardless of how dangerous this might be, because it might save their friends.
Cute.
Yeah. You got this. Not like this.
Lovely. It does catch their attention for sure. Doesn't seem to distract per se from their grip on Makoto's throat.
It's okay as long as the eyes are away from what my friends are doing. Then,
well, you can't see where their eyes are.
Very true.
They're
But
all no, I'm kidding.
Multiple. Yeah.
their head did tilt in your direction, and you see that smile grow wider, and you hear a sibling.
Fuck. That's in character. Versailles is not happy about
And at this point, you see that fell influence from their chest begin to kind of bubble and blossom before it just breaks. And you see this whole person, which, by the way, body horror time, trigger warning.
Gimme.
They straight up split in half. As their body tears apart, still smiling ever so gently, with their veil flowing behind them as their body drops to the side. The fell influence begins to pull itself out, almost as if they're being wrung inside out. I'm laughing because it's terrible, not because I'm enjoying this, but it sounds miserable and painful. But again, they just have that serene smile on their face, even as you see tears of pain start to go down their face. And out comes a figure, not quite humanoid, but it has a few massive eyes across its body that stare around. It seems to be growing these nasty little growths, I guess, that could be construed as maybe plants or moss, but with its literally looking like a person turned inside out, probably more like growths. It doesn't look good. And it pulls out its own set of thin, scraggly, clawed arms. 2 sets. And Leto, their human form, mostly cut in half, severed from the chest to the shoulder. They use their arm to lift Makoto and toss her into the water. Whee!
Just kidding. It's
And as she splashes in, that is where we are going to take our break. So,
Woo-hoo.
I will see you guys 10 minutes. We're having fun here. And welcome back to Auriga Stars. We left off in the middle of a boss fight against Leto, the Lovers, who has in fact split into two, quite literally, with their fell half coming out, looking, again, body horror warning, with their fell half coming out, looking literally like somebody who has been pulled inside out. Their human half just kind of dangling off to the side, still conscious, still apparently enjoying it, even if they are crying tears of pain, but to each their own. Makoto has just been yeeted by one of these massive fell hands into the water, and you kind of do a little like skip. So, after this fell form has emerged, it is going to stretch thin out and take a big swipe at the next nearest, which I believe was Giselle. So,
Probably, yeah.
uh-oh.
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 Okay.
So, how are you going to attempt to dodge or react, I suppose, as this thing reaches over and tries to slash at you, grab you, something like that?
I think I just do like a Matrix, like Neo, fall back. We'll see if it works though. So this is going for quick. That's a 2. I cannot imagine that succeeds, but I
I don't know. Would you like to give a fate point just to guarantee a success?
No.
Okay.
I want stakes.
We love to see it. So the fell half reaches out and slashes into you as it grabs you and starts to actually pull you into itself. Not entirely engulfed, but you can feel the arm starting to leech onto you, those tendrils starting to try and... This is one of my icks, but you can imagine it's trying to get in under, but anyways,
I don't like that.
it's trying to grow you into it, and as it pulls you closer, that human half of Leto, who is still just dangling there, you can smell blood on them. You know that you severed their arm, and they are, in fact, literally split in half right now. They bring their still human hand up and reach out to just gently caress Giselle's face and say, "Don't worry, we'll take good care of you."
Sorry, I just gotta do your thing, Kate. I just need to.
I don't think Cersei's thinking very clearly right now. They are just, you got big arm, I've got big arm. And I think that they're going to root arm, like, I think, do I want to grab Giselle or do I want to, I think I want to try and, like, make it into a giant fist and, like, come down where on a normal arm the elbow would be to try and, like, break that connection. And I think that also the fist starts to glow with like a little bit of celestial light.
Yes.
Also,
I will say, Leto the Lovers is literally the most toxic. We're looking for a third.
Oh
but...
no! Oh,
We saw you across the flooded cavern, and we thought your vibe was strong.
Okay. Ooh.
Go ahead.
I think I am going to say, even with how forceful this is, I'm still going to say that it's careful just because they are very trying not to hurt Giselle.
Oh, for sure.
I'm using one of those fate points.
Okay. 3.
Okay. All right.
Does that make it? Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to maybe use another fate point. Oh.
Sorry, I shouldn't read the chat. So sorry, that was the 3. And you're
Yes.
using.
I
Here.
don't have. I haven't used
Great.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm doing math. It's hard. I'm distracted. I'm thinking about hot monsters. I'm sorry.
No, you're great. You're doing fantastic.
I love toxic monster couples. Anyways, cool. So you are able to come from a different angle than what they've been dealing with, even though there's 2 of them and they're kind of like, you come in and just right down on the elbow of what you think connects the human part, which already was severed technically and has been just pulled back together by the fell. You hear another crack and the humanoid body just like jolts back. But it begins to loosen its grip on Giselle, the veins of it retracting. It still has her, but it is no longer engulfing her. Makoto, you are in the water. Rasai and Nico, you are in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about this time. Giselle, are you going to try your thing, or am I good to go ahead?
No, I'm freaking the fuck out. You can
Okay.
do your thing. Do your thing.
Everyone gets a mental ping, get out of the way. And you have a little bit of time to prepare for whatever the fuck's about to happen.
Cool. I have a thing. Can I try and do something?
By all means.
This is just to protect myself from Rasai going full Rasai. I'm going to use my stunt, Claws of the Guardian, where because I possess my gauntlet, Claws of the Guardian line, I get a +2 to defend someone in immediate danger. Can I just do that to protect myself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah. Nerves. I will fly up more towards that exit that you pointed out conveniently, and then try and throw up just a magical barrier in front of myself.
Okay.
Cool. That's a 5 for
Okay.
me to try and withstand the full force of the blast.
So I have specific DCs set for folks depending on where they are. So, Nico, I do need you to give me a roll for your shield.
Sure. 3.
All right.
And I'll go
Makoto?
up into the tunnel.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You were underwater. You got that mental ping of get out of the way. What are you doing?
So hearing that, she's ever going to float up real quick, just get air and and go right back down, and kind of take a look real quick, look if there's anything she can do to help somebody. But I think they're probably too far away because she got yeeted.
Yeah, you did
Pretty
get
far, right?
yeeted.
I got yeeted. I have been yoked. So yes, it will be a gasp and then going back underneath.
Okay.
For Cersei, they're gonna. I don't know if Julia. Is Giselle's defense attack? Is it like a circle that goes around you?
It's it's like a golden sphere that just she curls up small and does this like Wonder Woman, and it just kind of goes around her.
Okay, if you'll allow Altus, since my hand is already still there, I think as I retract it, I want to try and grab Giselle's ball and bring it to me underwater.
Would love that. Thank you.
Cool. So sorry, you're grabbing her and bringing her where?
Underwater, both of us. I'm running
Underwater.
forward and diving and bringing her with me as my arm. Like,
Okay, so you're also going underwater.
yes.
Okay. This is fine. You all can do this. I am just reminding you, water can boil.
I literally just typed that. I'm like, are we about to get boiled?
There's a reason I didn't have you roll since you said
Yeah.
you're just going underwater.
Yep.
Mhm.
Do you like crawfish?
Oh,
Well,
I think
here's the thing is, I don't think we can get to the door. Because my
I
guess
think
How
it's
was that
happening.
attitude?
Is there anything that I can? Okay. Maybe I'll use one more. Can I? I have sneaky escape that gives me a +2 to escape. I have it written that I can only take one person with me, but I've taken everybody
Mm-hmm.
with me.
We'll say that was not an escape. That was a getting somewhere. So for this, if you just want to take Giselle already has a protection on herself.
Right.
So you can use this to escape yourself and take her with if you want. But to give yourself that +2.
Yeah, and that just leaves Makoto.
And let's think, Makoto can get out. Let's put it this way, she is defense oriented, not running oriented. But I'm willing to take that bet, or willing to take a chance
Yeah.
to get Makoto out. Yeah.
And for
me.
those who may be just joining us, or at least unfamiliar with the lore, the dragon and those who inherit the dragon's powers are basically a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think since it's happening so quick and their arm is already out, I think they are going to grab Giselle and try to essentially retreat where because they're still standing on that back platform, hopefully behind Rasai, and try and retreat back into the ground. If they're quick enough to make it up to where Nico is, they can, but if not, just get into the ground, out of the way.
That's going to be up to you. You can roll a quick to either try and get up there, or you can roll...
I think it's happening so fast. I think it's quick, and I think they are going to try and get up there. Oh, it's a 0 +2.
Okay,
I get a
so
+2.
All right.
Okay.
Lovely. And you're still taking Giselle with, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sorry.
Beautiful. Don't apologize. I just want to make sure that my mental map matches up with everybody's.
Yep.
Okay, neat.
What's Tampa doing?
Kampa is observing. He is waiting until he is needed.
I mean, like, where is he in the room?
Probably
was
on
with
Nico's
Nico.
shoulders.
Yeah.
Okay.
If Makoto is fast enough, she is going to swim to the closest, even if it's underwater, just the nearest rock. She's been able to change terrain before, and how she makes that cage around people. She's going to try to make that cage around herself.
Okay.
It's the only thing she's got. She's not fast enough to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say then that's probably a forceful roll.
Yeah, definitely. Like, even I think she even like goes up to, like, if she can swim and get to like a wall, because she probably hit the wall a little bit, just like just trying to carve out a fucking area for herself and just okay. Let me do this. Real quick, that is a stunt, so I'm assuming you want me to spend a point for that, which I will do. Hiya. That's better. 3 + 2, so that's 5.
Okay, great.
Yeah. I was always see if I could do anything, but because I'm up there and I've already rolled, I don't know if I would have time to come down and get you.
Yeah, because this is happening in bullet time. Normally, I would like try to make my protection thing on more people, but I already said what I did, and I'm like,
It's okay.
So-
It's all happening so fast.
Fine. It's fine.
Is Nico doing anything specifically?
I mean, I would have tried to like fly down to like grab if it's just Makoto left to go and get Makoto up there.
Mm-hmm. She was underwater.
I'm in a rat cave. This is totally normal.
We're in a rat cave. Okay. Yeah. If I can't see you, I don't know.
You're good. No worries.
I don't know.
And this is how the dragon kills all of the chosen.
You joke, but in my other games,
has
I have had
happened
the
before,
dragon
Sure, it's
incinerate
happened. Yeah.
plenty
Mhm.
entirely, like completely destroy it by accident.
That was the town that.
Yeah. In here, the dragon did the same thing in a different game and pretty much boiled their team alive. This is where two characters have died in this boss fight in other games. So yeah.
Can I just say it's sort of like Mario Maker where you can see all the little X's at the bottom of this game.
There's a lot of.
Oh yeah. For sure.
If I'm able to go down and get Makoto, I would, but I don't know if the ruling would allow it.
I
mean, I've already spent the fate point to be in a.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't think there's going to
okay.
be time also because you wouldn't be able
Alright.
to see where she is until that moment she came up for air and then went right back under.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So I don't think I've described Versailles changing yet, so I'm going to describe it in this moment.
Please.
So I assume she's just been her normal self up until now. She's going to kind of crouch down the way that Makoto did and launch herself up in the air. And as she does, that blue flame just like engulfs her, and she comes out with her dragon wings, her golden scaled skin. She now also has 4 arms, so fuck you, Leto. You're not special.
Leto has 6 in total. Okay.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll get there. I'm also going to, if you'll allow me, create a stunt in this moment specifically for this. I didn't ask how big the room is. I said I cast Fireball.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the whole dragon's deal.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume this is a once per session thing. And I will hand you a fate point for this. And if I need to roll anything, you just let me know.
Yes, I would like you to roll a forceful and give yourself a +2 because I'm assuming you're really allowing the dragon to come forth to. You're trying to kill. You're trying to go for the kill, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give yourself a +2.
Yeah, this person found out that Nico has fell ancestry, and we cannot have that. They have to die. Forceful's not my best. It should be, but it's not.
Yeah.
A 4.
All right, a 4. Let's see, and I believe everybody's rules had a +2 to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I only got a 2.
So I did forget. Makoto, not Torn. Makoto, could you take a point of stress from the attack before? I always forget to say
I was actually
this.
going to ask about that when I
Yeah.
smacked something.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
I forget
Yeah, you're good.
how to run my own system.
Sorry, stress has been taken.
Should I take stress from when I was also attacked?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. I love divvying out pain.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're going up against Versailles' roll. So those who got below a 4, you're going to take 2 points of stress. And you're going to have some consequence. Those who got 4 or above, you are going to take 1 point of stress.
Oh my god. Okay, that saved me. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I just realized that.
yeah, no worries.
I just thought I failed, and I just realized I didn't. 4
So if
above.
you got 4 or above, you take 1 point of stress. So, how many people here are in total at 2 points of stress?
Me.
Ah, beautiful.
I'm boiling.
Yeah,
Time for a
You
group heal,
guys-
everyone?
you guys did your best. Y'all are going to have the consequence of scorched. So this is going to be a -1 to your rolls for the next scene until healed. However, this also applies to Leto. So
Definitely gonna have some bitch outlived.
All right.
you luckily just scorch Leto, the lovers, and also that pulsating mass that they've been standing next to that you guys are pretty sure is the source of the fell. Which is one thing I forgot to mention when you guys teleported to root ported.
Mm-hmm.
Made a route.
Made a route in here.
Sorry.
Never apologize. You did get that overwhelming sense of dread, of anger, of misery that you always do when you encounter the sources. But point is, now it's on fire. That blue celestial fire, and you can see it not just pulsating, but writhing and jerking and all these horrible things. You start to hear these nails on a chalkboard screeches coming from it, coming from the walls, as you see bits of the wall actually start to catch fire before those familiar poofs start to appear here and there as bits of the fell start to get destroyed. So you took out a lot of the fell influence that was around the room, and you've done significant damage to both the source and Leto, who is also on the floor writhing, aflame. The
Good.
fell part of them has started to curl inwards, and Leto, the human part, is trying to cover the fell part.
Okay. I don't think Rasai is looking at her team at this point, if I'm being completely honest. I think she is laser focused on
Yeah.
Leto. And I am going to fly directly at her, essentially, to like kind of press the attack, but I'll let everybody react first.
So everybody else, ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Ow.
Coach is screaming. Just saying. Like
Just
very muffled.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that, I mean, I don't know exactly. I think they popped up just in time, and just that they're behind Rasai, but the like heat just like baked Cersei as like Giselle's like covered in that orb, but they're just like right next to them, like
do we all have a visual on each
cringing.
other?
Everybody except for Makoto, who you all saw was underwater. You saw her come up for breath briefly and then go right back under.
I think I'll just try to mentally connect to. I'll do it to everyone, but I can see that Rasai is very focused, and lower myself a little bit and be like, "Time for a group heal, everybody," and maybe try and catch that source in it as well. I trust Rasai with what she's doing.
Cool.
They're at the proudest or more pleased when they see Rasai kicking fucking ass, so they trust.
Yeah. Okay. So are you all going to attempt to heal, or are you focusing on trying to heal everybody?
I'm going to try and connect in with everyone. It's up to everybody else if they want to join in and kind of do that group thing that we've done before, where like you'll all feel Nico starting to connect into each of you, and I'll try to extend it to the source, and then hopefully whoever is willing to do so can kind of connect in.
Yeah.
By the power of friendship,
All I can
everybody.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we need to break Makoto out of
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say,
rock?
Makoto hurting.
I don't
Like,
know.
think she's gotta bust herself out first. Like,
Sure.
I think you get back. Just give me a minute. And it's a very strained, like, just give me a minute. She will help, but I think it's gonna take her a second because the last time they did this, it was not good for Makoto. She has not had a good experience with this shit at all.
Mhm.
So you have it a little bit reluctantly, but you have it.
That's why we practice.
E.
All right.
Okay.
Healing vibes.
Healing vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, everybody who is focusing in on, Sailor Moon, that whole shtick. Roll me your stat that you think would apply the most in this situation for your emotional state, especially considering the damage you've taken and the situation you're in.
I know this is a little ridiculous, but it's absolutely forceful because Makoto's absolutely just trying to push through everything.
That is totally understandable.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do it, but she's gonna try.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
With the -1, that's 2. Because I have 2 stress points.
Yeah. I'm trying to use what we've learned, so I guess I'll do clever. It was between careful and clever. It's kind of just how they exist in life. They never intentionally do anything else. Oh, that's a 2.
I think I'm careful. I think I'm just.
Oh, you know what? Fuck
go
it.
ahead.
I'm gonna give you a fate point because why the fuck not? I have an aspect. First friends means fiercely loyal, and I think my power of friendship with these guys and keeping them safe is kind of driving me on to do even better. So that'll be a 4.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna. No, thank you. That's really important. I think I'm being careful. I'm just curling myself up, like I think I feel like a little kid again, and I'm just curled up really small and tight, and thinking if I'm small enough, it'll pass. So.
Well,
4.
unfortunately, you've done this a lot.
Mhm.
Does that include the -1?
No, that's a 3 then. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, actually, Alta, can I ask a mechanical question? If we're helping, do we have to be a certain above number
I have a
as
DC
well?
in my head.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll use my last one.
Wow, really?
Screw it. I'm gonna use a
Yep.
fate point. I'm sorry.
me
I'm
heal
gonna
your
use a
hurt.
fate point.
Yep, my last one. Let me heal your hurt. I have high empathy and I want to help you.
Yeah.
So
We'll give
that
you
is
those fate
now-
points, Alta, because the power of friendship is stronger.
So that is now 4 total from me, but I am done. I have nothing else.
All right.
All right. I did that to add 2. I'm at a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to decide between careful and forceful for Cersei. And I do think it's careful because they've been burned a lot by machinery and you learn to be careful after that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 2 minus 1. So it's just a 1. But
I know the
I use
gamble
my
is
last-
it high enough?
I mean, I don't think that a 1 is high enough, but
I mean, the 3.
Think
I meant the
think
3.
of it
Oh,
like
yeah.
a D&D group check where
Yeah.
it's a majority thing. It's okay to have one person fail. Not saying that anybody's failing.
yeah, I think that's all that they've got right now, and I hope that everybody else can carry them through.
Absolutely. So, in this instant, as you guys focus and grit your teeth and bear through the pain for a moment just to try and focus on healing and expanding that healing power through the room, you see a lot of the flames start to die down, specifically on you guys, a little bit on the source, and you feel this terrible itching sensation as your burns immediately start to heal over with this celestial coolness coming over, almost as if you're being covered in aloe. It still hurts like hell, but it is healed. You're just sore and tender. No jug today, sorry. So, all of you can remove 1 point of stress and your consequence.
All right.
So, as this is happening and everybody else is taking a step back to just focus on healing, Rasai,
Hi.
you're going in for the kill.
I am, and I've been playing too much Vampire the Masquerade, you can tell, because if you've ever played that game, Rasai is in a fury frenzy right now.
Yeah.
She is going to mostly abandon magic at this point and use the talons that she has on her forearms and her golden fangs, like the teeth that she's got, to just rip into Leto, just like slashing and tearing and biting, and just it's feral, it's visceral, it's disgusting, fueled by rage.
Beautiful.
Which is a forceful.
Give me 2 seconds to check something.
I don't know what the consequences of touching Leto are. But I don't care in this moment, or at least Rasai doesn't care.
Putting her mouth on it. Oh my god.
I think this is probably the worst player character to try this tactic against, but Leto doesn't know this. So, as you come in with your claws out, just before you reach them, you see Leto get pieced back together, the fell part just right back in them, and the veil has been like burnt away, so you can see their eyes just full of tears running down their face, and they're back in their human form fully. One of their arms clearly broken, severed, clinging on just by, you can still see a bit of sinewy fell in there that's like holding it on, but they hold their good arm up to defend themselves and just go, no.
That ain't stopping Rasai.
I know this. They don't.
Like, I think Rasai recognizes something in herself that she saw in Leto, which is that like the excitement about battle and like actually like having a challenge, and Rasai is feeling that right now. So there's probably a little bit of joy in seeing them try this. It's just like, it's not gonna work.
Beautiful. All right, what's your roll?
It's gonna have to be forceful because that makes the most sense to me. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. +2 because the power of gay.
It's a 1. Do I have anything that can help me with this?
The power of gay.
Pure rage.
Love.
Oh, right, love.
Also, do we get a +2 for love? It's almost June.
Did you write it down? Is it one of your stunts? Then no.
Totally.
If it were one of your stunts, yes, absolutely.
I did just delete a stunt to replace it with the fireball one. That would have helped here.
Oh no.
What about an S?
My aspects are magical it girl. I'm not using magic. Hot-headed hottie might work.
Yeah.
Naturally talented with so much potential. I hold grudges is also one.
Yeah.
And then do you know who I am? I have a
Listen,
respected family.
You do look fucking hot right now. Nika's like, let's do the power of healing. Wow, she's really tearing into that, huh? Looks very
Nika,
happy
focus.
about it.
Yeah. This is a bad roll.
I hope this
discovering
doesn't
lots of
awaken
things
something in me.
Yeah, if you have any fate points left and would like to spend them,
I do have 2 points left, so I will spend
re-roll or add a +2.
I'm gonna re-roll. This could potentially be worse, but I don't like gambling, but I'm gonna do it.
Don't gamble.
It's also a 1.
Oh no.
You have another fate point? You can't do that, can you?
Probably not. It's fine. It's fine, you guys. I'm sure it's fine.
Cool. So you do start to tear into them as they are cowering and begging for their life, and you tear them to a point where they should not be able to speak. Their throat is slashed, their chest is torn apart, and you are covered not just in blood, but also splatters of fell bits. And this is probably when you start to realize that the fell within them has been sneaking its way out and is starting to wrap its way around you.
Oh no. Can I fly in with the power of gay, please?
No, because you are focusing on healing at the moment.
That's true. Okay.
I'm sorry, but this
Besides
is happening concurrently.
Try it again.
Sorry, what was that?
Versailles turned into an incinerator before, so hopefully she can handle this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do me a favor.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and take a point of stress.
Okay.
As you can feel this thing slithering onto you, its tendrils starting to dig into you underneath any of your armor. I don't remember details. Anyways, again, nasty. But Leto, a mangled corpse that they should be, you just see their bloodied face stained with tears. They finally drop that charade and they just grin again, looking as if they should be dead, but they just lay back and laugh.
Oh gosh. You know when you're like really, really angry and you try and do something and then you like fail spectacularly and it makes you more angry because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
embarrassed? That's 100% all of the
Mhm.
emotion that's happening right now.
For sure. So, I'm going to give Versailles one more action, and then once that wraps up, then you guys will be able to react.
Okay.
You got this.
Thinking back
You
to
got
being
this.
swarmed by fell rats, and just catching myself on fire at the last, like just instinctively, just.
Lovely. Give me a roll for that.
Oh, what would that be? Quick.
What would that be?
Flashy. If I could argue for flashy, I always will. Self-immolation.
Well,
Flashy?
Yeah.
see, like,
Literally.
yes. Though I'm
But
feeling
no.
like in this instant,
More quick.
she isn't trying to show off.
No.
So I would say forceful or quick, maybe.
Okay.
Otherwise, normally I would say yes, but
Fair. Quick it is then. That's a 4.
okay.
I only have 1 fate point left. And I don't want to use it yet.
Okay. Lovely.
Side note, it's also very hot in this room right now, and I'm wearing a sweater. I'm so sweaty. I'm stressed. I'm overheating.
It's a mercy.
Sorry.
It's immersive. Yeah.
It is immersive.
You're
No,
quite
but-
literally self-immolating.
I'm LARPing right now, guys. It's fine.
Yeah.
All
Commit to the
right.
bit.
I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
Do you need some water? Do you need some crackers?
Yeah.
Here, let me Oh, I actually don't have my emergency
No,
cracker
keep
supply
going.
here.
Keep going.
No.
Shut up.
Eat. All right. So, with a 4, you catch on fire and you feel it catch the fell around you on fire as well. But the way it's starting to engulf you, it's like it's starting to put it out. It's still taking damage, but it's
Trying to like
not.
smother the fire.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
it's smothering it at the same time. So you did do a little damage to it, but it is still like smothering it at the same time. How many times can I say that? 10 times again, trying to describe it. Anyways, so at this point, to everybody else who has just finished healing, you see that Rasai has done good damage on this thing, but it is genuinely engulfing her. And Leto, torn apart on the ground, starts to partially reform with human bits and fell bits, except the rib cage kind of spreads open further, and they take their arms, one of them kind of hanging limply, and reach up to where Rasai is, and they have that smile, welcoming in their fell companion and Rasai as it starts to pull Rasai closer.
No.
So what are you guys doing?
Flying in with the power of gay, please. Not
I can try my
my
stunt and see if that works, or I
girly.
can go for Makoto.
Sure. I mean, Nico's gonna want to go in to protect their girlfriend, but if you guys want to do stuff, that's
No,
also
Nico,
cool.
you get it.
You
Get
get
it.
your girl.
I got your girl. We
So-
got
you're so
Makoto.
fast. Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah. I think if I can, I'm gonna go fly in, and my wings are kind of so I'm not sure the position at the moment. Is Rasai still standing?
No. Rasai is being dragged.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and like scoop around the whole scene with all of these wings, and those blades are gonna kind of emerge out the forearms that are shaped like feathers. And I if it lands, then I might go for more than just this, but what I'd like to do is take one of them and stab it into the actual heart of this person, because they had the cool
Yes.
broken heart on their
Their
chest.
big old weak point.
Yeah. Because I could try to cut her free, but equally I want to kill this person dead, please. Thank you.
Absolutely. As you
Yeah.
little Campa all curled up on your shoulders, just like
Yeah.
digs his claws in and is like whoop.
Yeah. Gonna go
Oh.
stab and say, you don't deserve her.
If
I can.
Lovely. Give me a roll.
Yeah, I don't know what applies. If I'm cold shotting it, can I argue careful because I'm aiming for this heart?
I would say so.
Okay. Pray for me, guys. I still have one. Okay. 3. Do I want to?
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I have one more thing. I'm trying to think which applies. I mean, the first round means fiercely low kind of makes sense. However, Yep. I think I'm actually gonna roll with me here. I don't know if this will work, but I have Awoken Oracle, and I'd like to think that like I just am able to see, because I know that the things that we come to fight here are sources, right? And whatever it is that Leto is, and whatever it is that's fueling their fell, I feel like there is a source to that too, and that is what I'm trying to aim into. So I'm going to try to see beyond just the physical form and aim for that. So I would like to add +2 to that, please, to make it a 5.
Absolutely. And you're correct. It is when you lock onto this enemy, it does go straight to that heart-shaped fell pattern on their chest with all these cracks coming out of it. So the heart.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Okay. I'm sweating. Okay.
I just realized, are they Krona from Sully?
I read like the first volume. I never got any further, but maybe, probably.
Yeah, Jill. I think you're right.
Okay. So, what did we get?
5
5?
in total. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'll keep the 3 and just add the +2 from the Awoken Oracle.
Beautiful. That was not for this. I remember things. Okay. You dive in and step straight into the heart. You see Leto and the fell parts of them raise up in defense, but with your oracle sight, you can just aim right between where they hold their hands up and stab straight through. You can feel it going through them into the stone below. And they just seize for a moment as that celestial power courses through their core.
Yeah. If you'll allow, I'd like to lean in and whisper something into their ear when I do. And say, I know you called us siblings, but I don't think you understand what family is. This is family. And stab it in further.
Amazing. They try to say something, and you see them reaching out for for their fell part. And the fell starts to like reach up weakly, intertwining its fingers, veins, whatever that is, with it. But as that happens, Leto just coughs up blood. And from the heart, you see, just as with regular fell, that blue mist start to disintegrate them entirely. And after just a few moments, Versailles, you find yourself free, falling to your knees next to Nico, and with no sign of Leto. Just dust in the non-existent wind.
I'm gonna scoop Rasai out and just like hold you, and my wings will kind of do the because of Kuge shit, sort of like enfold around us and just be like, "Are you okay?"
Did you?
Oh, yes, I think I did.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And she'll just hug Nico.
they'll hug you back with like arms and wings.
Campa like claws his way out.
Yeah.
And leaps
Like, get me out of
away.
here.
He's like,
All right, too much affection.
ugh. Ew, what is this?
You were incredible, by the way.
Not incredible enough, but I'll take it.
Oh no, you for sure were. More than. Anyway, is everyone okay?
Just drops her side. Oh, no.
No, I'm still holding you.
Kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get her out?
Oh, I'm already hammering my way out of this. Just
Good, good.
All right.
Though it is probably much weaker. Yeah.
It's something of your own
Yeah, I
creation.
think
You can
I will-
absolutely just
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Cersei also will like extend the hand and like when Makoto makes a crack, like they'll start pulling.
Mm-hmm.
Can you is there any way to see like the shell, like rock shell Makoto encased herself in? under the water?
I would say at this point Makoto has freed herself, and with
Just little
Cersei's
bubbles.
help is
I'm out. Yeah.
Okay, I like dive in, like I like follow the claw to like grab you, like so like the second your hand breaches the water, I just like yank.
And then if you guys want to like climb Cersei's hand, or they'll like kind of scoop you both up and out of the water.
I think I'm sitting there more stunned, looking at you like, did you just jump in the water?
I'm like I'm drenched. I'm just like just holding you. I'm like, what the? Yes. What kind of stupid question? Yes. Are you okay?
I'm fine. And like, I think you just see little burn marks everywhere. Like, I'm okay. Promise. Yeah. Are you okay?
No. And I just hug, and I grab you, and I grab Cersei. So it's not just like the two of us.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna say like that's exactly what I was gonna do. Just pick you both up, and now it's like.
Campa, meanwhile, third wheeling everywhere, just like.
I think Eva goes like.
like a cat that's mad about being picked up.
Just gets little scratches. Shut up, Campa.
Looking around the room, the source is still here, right? Like that big, massive fell.
Yep. It looks weaker because of the nuclear bomb that you dropped, but also you guys still feel that heavy presence of just pain and anger. It doesn't seem to have lessened with it getting weaker. In fact, it feels almost like it got angrier.
Oops. I do think Rasai is going to like just wordlessly like reach out and start the healing process, assuming that everybody else is going to kind of join in at this point.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's like a little fairy of the hand that like scoops up Makoto and Giselle and like ferries over, and then as sets down, just like the hand just like goes into the ground a little bit, and you'll see Cersei's body just kind of like float behind it.
Love that.
And plop them down. Okay.
Just imagining like a little like just eyes above. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think Makoto's actually probably propping us up a little bit. Like the ones that still have some stress mark that got absolutely wrecked. Just
Yeah.
Lovely. As you guys all sort of gather on this small bit of land that has the writhing, disgusting source of the fell here, Campa kind of begrudgingly will do his little walk out to the center of you and then do his little flippy and poof back into his humanoid form. You all did well. You handled that very, very well, considering everything. He's going to look over to Nico and just give like a nod of like, you killed someone, good job. Not good job per se, but like,
Yeah.
that's rough. You did it. Good job.
Yep. The adrenaline has reached like a sort of plateau where like the hands are starting to shake, but they're like,
Cool. Why don't we focus on, as Rasai has already begun, healing the source, and then you can take the evening to rest.
That was assumed, Campa.
Yeah.
just the evening.
I'm trying to be nice here.
And
Fill
we've
your
got that
water bottle.
in/morgue to look forward to.
I'm not going to drink this disgusting water here.
Stand up to join you, Rasai, and be helpful.
Yeah, for a little extra comfort, I think Nico's gonna be like behind Rasai and like put their arms like around your waist slightly, but like the hands will be out to do healing and just sort of like rest their head on your back.
Love is real.
this room.
Love wins.
Love is going absolutely feral on someone because your other half is in danger.
Ugh,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Of being absorbed.
Wistful sigh.
Yeah. I think Cersei's honestly just gonna like sit and like if Makoto will allow, just like lean back against Makoto's legs and
Yep.
like stick out vine hand and just like okay, let's do
There
this.
with you in spirit, not in body. I got this. I'm not
Good
touching
vibes,
it. I'm not getting
everybody.
near it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And how's Giselle doing?
I was just scared. I'm just holding on to. I just got an arm around Makoto's waist, and I'm another hand on Rasai's shoulder, just squeezing gently. Just giving Rasai what I can.
All right. So, because you've already weakened this thing, not going to make you guys roll for this. However, I will say both Nico and Giselle, you can, as always, feel that fell influence trying to reach in, trying to feel a kindred spirit, trying to say, you were hurt. Let's hurt together. Trying to pull that pain out. However, as you all kind of huddle in this cuddle pile together and put forth this healing magic, it subsides, and you feel even the emotions from the source begin to calm. It begins to sleep almost. And as it finally begins to dissolve away, it leaves that single little globule of purified god blood. And the room feels significantly less heavy, maybe a little haunted, but not quite like your head is going to burst. Kampa is just going to give a small nod, watch for a moment, step over to the blood. Yes?
I think Cersei's gonna say, Kampa, can I try something?
You're going to have to tell me what first.
So, I am curious as to what. I know we just healed the source. I'm curious what the healed source, we've seen so much of what the fell does, of what the healed source sounds like. I tried this with C2B, or at least I was tooling C2B to do this. But if I can connect Corsian to that piece of god blood and allow it to speak, maybe it can tell us what the consciousness is like, if it's pieces of Yeshet, or what's going on with it. I won't do it if you don't want to, but curiosity, I suppose.
If that is something you really wish to learn, I will allow it. However, this is the closest I've compared our mother Yeshet's remains on this earth is to a ghost. But it is spread thin across the world. It is only fractions of what remains of her, not even the entirety, just her anger and her pain. If you want to try and hear what's left of this fraction of her, you may. But I warn you that It may not be what you want.
That's okay. I'd like to hear it.
Right now,
Is it safe to bring it somewhere else?
he'll release it and it'll just float right on over towards you.
Okay. I think Cersei's gonna bring up Corsian and just be like, okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Use your big boy voice, okay?
Eh.
She'll hold him out, and I think his little hands go toward the god blood. Him a little hand.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a stunt. This is I called it use your words. And so I will use my last fate point to do this.
Oh, that's my pork bun. Okay. So what specifically does your stunt say?
So it says Cersei and Corsian's connection is close to C to B's. So once per game session, Cersei can attempt to set up a connection between Corsian and the Fel, or in this place, the Godblood, and allow him to be their voice in an attempt to talk to the Fel. They must focus all of their energy on this connection or it breaks.
Lovely. So at this point, Kampa has kind of just turned away to let you do your thing. And your little guy reaches out, touches this globule of god blood, opens its mouth, and not to ruin a serious moment, but you know that scene in Lilo and Stitch?
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Our minds.
Yes.
It opens its mouth, and you guys begin to hear the strangest sounds. It feels like it's coming from within your head, but also all around, and it's shaking your heart as you hear this voice. It sounds kind of like how when you're listening to water running, maybe a stream or something, you occasionally think it might sound like words, or vice versa. It's difficult to distinguish, but you still understand the meaning of these words as they are babbled out over each other. Most of these words are, why? It hurts. You just left me here to die. You killed me. Why? All of you. Why would you do this? Just like that, over and over. At some point, Kampa clears his throat and just turns around and approaches and will pull the god blood from your little guy. I think that's enough.
I'm sorry, Kampa.
It's good for you all to understand. He releases it, and it poof, disappears into a puff of sparkles. Shall we make our way out?
I think that'd be good.
He motions again. Do you all feel that sensation of minty freshness and that bubbly sparkle as you are all teleported by Kampa back to the entrance of the mine? He's not going to bring you all the way back to town, heaven forbid.
Eagles can't take you all the way to Mordor.
Heaven forbid someone work around here.
Well, we're still
Young lady, I heard that.
Working places getting paid.
Rose Campa, whoops.
No!
No, he can fly. Fine. Bye, Campa. No. Definitely de-transform, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Yeah.
No one escorted us here, right? Like they just showed us where we were going, and then we went.
Yeah, they gave you a little map and a little diagram of like, here's how to work the elevator up to the mine, blah,
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. We ain't coming with you because that's scary.
Yeah.
Fair.
So make our way back.
Make way.
Make our way. To who? Like I don't know if it's Sheriff. I forgot her name. Unfortunately, I'll look it up. But yeah,
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. That's right.
Yeah.
Pop up a preview.
All right. So you're looking for the sheriff? Is everybody going? Or I see a nod.
Yeah, I think Cersei would go.
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah. I'll follow
Okay.
for now.
Yeah, I was like, literally, Makosha would be like, "We're done." Just like,
Yep.
Sticking next
Amazing.
to Nico.
we're gone. We're done. We're tired. Leave us alone.
Mhm,
Anyway, yeah.
mhm.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. You're good. Campa watches as you all leave the mine. He just kind of remains there and gives you all a little nod, and we'll talk tomorrow. And he's going to go sit wistfully atop the floating island to go stare into the celestial sea because he's a whiny little bottom. Anyways,
Makota wants to
It's a mood,
He
honestly.
deserves some time to.
he deserves some time
to
after
process
hearing
that.
his dead mother's voice.
Yeah, did not
Yeah.
think that through.
Yeah.
It's
You want some
fine.
trauma? Here's some trauma.
I was more thinking like I want to do this, but I don't want to do it in secret. So
Yeah.
No, he appreciates that. But and as you guys descend back to the town itself, there's a few people that are like peeking out from their windows and doors because you guys were inside the mine, yes, but they definitely heard some rumbles and some shit going on and saw you guys actually emerge alive. A little beat up, but alive. And Rasai specifically, and Nico specifically, splattered with blood. Maybe not your own.
Right, didn't think about that. Maybe we should not follow to the sheriff.
I mean, we've transformed. Yeah, I guess it may be just still clinging to us. We can hang back.
Okay. As you guys head, most of you, into town, the Sheriff Cinnamon, who is a beefy kind of growl with one eye, one arm, and a katana at her side. She comes running out to greet you and skids to a stop. Are you okay?
I don't know if I'd say okay, but we're alive.
And mine, other than a few structural integrity issues, is fine. No more paranormal activity.
Actually, this is a bit depressing, but your workers are deceased.
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Yeah, we kind of seen the worst after a couple of weeks.
Yeah, just it's a
Thanks
fairly gruesome
for,
sight. So
thanks for confirming that.
yeah. Sorry.
What the hell did y'all do? Beat the shit out of the ghosts?
Sometimes you have to.
They
They
can be
beat the
quite.
shit out of us. Sorry.
Also that.
You were right to test us because that was really. Thank you.
Hmm.
I have to save all
The
these
door
cats.
is open.
Right.
You can come in.
We're having
He's so right.
Makoto just comes back with like 8 cats. I had to.
They're the bobcat yokai who are just like,
My babies.
oh, the door is closed. It's okay. We have 5 minutes.
How
She'll live.
horrific. No. I think Makoto just kind of looks at her like, honestly, if you want a longer debrief, we can do that tomorrow. But I believe there's an inn and a morgue in one.
Yeah. Let me introduce you to Mort.
Okay.
Get you some free rooms, and I'll round up the miners and see if we can inspect. Things are safe other than the structural integrity, you said?
I mean, that may be some psychological damage, but yeah.
Yeah, things should be safe in the mine, other than the walls were shaking. But the thing that was causing the walls to shake.
Yeah.
I'm no longer.
You will physically be fine.
Shaketh.
You will emotionally and mentally be damaged.
I can see. I can see y'all need some rest. I'll go let Mort know. You grab your friends that are hanging back, and you'll get some rooms. All right?
Thank you very much, Sheriff.
Thank you, and I'm terribly sorry that y'all got the shit kicked out of you, but thank you.
Thank you. Oh, as we
No
get ready to
problem,
leave, I turn back around. And sorry, can I ask a quick question?
Sure thing.
Do you have a bakery around here?
A bakery?
Yes, I want to treat my friends to some cookies.
Absolutely. They're closed technically till tomorrow, but the baker's husband usually sits at that saloon all night, so I'm sure if you go over and let him know that you're fixing up the mines, and I'm sure they can give you some.
Okay, thank you.
I was like, just go drop Cinnamon's name. Like, Sheriff Cinnamon said.
Sheriff Cinnamon said you'd give us cookies. Yeah, I didn't want that to be a big thing. I was like,
You absolutely can.
you can. I'll do that off screen. I just want to.
No worries. You're able to retrieve some baked goods, including cookies, from the local baker and his husband, who are immediately like, oh, hell yeah, you getting the economy back up? Fuck yeah, let's get you some cookies, sweetheart.
I love
The
their energy.
husband feels like a biker type. He has a big old beetle that he rides around.
Oh my god, yes. Sorry.
But anyways,
See the leather jacket with patches on it?
Yes.
Oh my god, and the patches all look like different baked goods.
You fucking know it.
That's my next D&D character. I'm sorry.
Yes. You're able to get like a whole basket full for free. They don't care, and even if you did have to pay for it, camp is paying for it, so it's fine. And by the time you guys all gather back up for your rooms at the inn / morgue, yeah.
Oh yeah, Julia wasn't here for that.
Yep. No, I wasn't kidding about that.
It's a slash building. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It looks a little not unkempt, but like not many people come here, so he can't keep up with maintenance. So it looks a little haunted.
Sweet.
There's a set of stairs inside that go down and one that goes up. A sign at the what the fuck's that called?
Reception.
At the desk, thank you. One points up and says inn, the other points down and says morgue. So you can see that the reception area is covered with some work in progress coffins, as well as some seats and waiting areas for those who are here with heavy luggage to go to their rooms. But regardless, this wiry man, bags under his eyes, looks like he's haunted, hunched over, is just like, yes, welcome to my inn. The sheriff told me about you, and I have rooms prepared. My finest, of course. Excited to have guests again. Don't mind all of that.
I ping Campa on our head. Campa, can we go home?
He leaves on red.
Mental
And it's-
red wrist. Wow.
It's on that we will go ahead and making sure I have my time right. Yes. End today's session. Good job.
Yay!
A general.
Good job. I'm.
We all
Yeah.
processed that part last time.
Yep.
I think it's poetic that
Take your
Hamalu got the final blow.
Heck yeah.
So good.
Yep. They have
Yep.
feelings.
Delicious. This was a very tasty session.
Mm.
So, quick introductions. Thank you again for watching. I am Ultimirage. You can find me literally everywhere at Ultimirage. I am an artist. I am also a professional GM. So if you are interested in playing in one of my games, I am on Start Playing. Just saying. Jill.
Hello, I am Jill. I've been playing Versailles, the nuclear bomb, and I'm the only. I did the most damage to my teammates today.
That's the dragon's job.
Yeah.
It's great. Hi. You can find me at links in my my card here on Mondays. On Tuesdays, you can find me on the transmissions. You can both see and hear me because I am in the Blood and Lyrium Dragon Age stream, and I'm also in the podcast that we release, Black Teeth. And I am in a lot of pain right now, so I'm going to let somebody else who is also in that explain it.
No worries. Will Kate.
Hello, I am Kate, often Kate Orange Sky on Twitter and such. I've been playing Cersei, who is feeling very bad right about now. Had a feeling quite. They're rethinking some life choices. Anyway, this is the only thing I'm involved in at the moment, but there may be some stuff soon. But it has been a pleasure so far, and I'm very excited for next week already.
All right. Torin.
Hello, everyone. I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity. I have been playing Makoto Shauna, who is doing great. She's not angry. Everything's fine. Otherwise, for where you can find me, I am also in Blood and Lyrium, which is on the Transmissions Twitch page where we live stream that. It is a Dragon Age tabletop RPG. And things got emotional, and now we're going to go fight soon. So if you want to check that out, it'll be tomorrow.
2 MILFs. I feel like it's important. Sorry.
Also, it's incredibly important. 2 MILFs now.
Yeah.
Hold the fucking phone.
2
Should've
MILFs, a
started with
twink, and a
that.
pillbug walk into a bar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I play a pillbug rogue. Who just
Bill
goes around
Fear, the
and
other
rolls.
one's in chat.
Yeah, it's great.
Amazing.
But yes, for Transmissions Tuesdays, there's other parts to that I'll let someone else explain. But otherwise, you can find me on Wednesdays at my own channel, Torin Talks Creativity, that I do a series called Elder Millennial Plays a New Game, where I play games I've never played before and fuck it up. And not a good way. I'm just bad at it. Otherwise, that is all that I'm doing at the current moment. A lot of other stuff just ended. We just finished All Templars Are Bastards and Erevan. Check that out on Girls Run These Worlds YouTube. It's freaking phenomenal. You'll love it. That's me.
Seconding that. Julia.
Hello, I'm Julia, and I need a ride home. I can be found on Twitter and Instagram at j_deluxe. And I also have a page on Start Playing as a semi-pro GM at Just Julia.
Absolute pro.
So, yeah, that's me. Hope to see y'all soon.
Indeed. Humaloo.
Hi everyone, it's me, Amber Hamlin on the internet. I am in some of the projects that have already been mentioned. Tomorrow's Transmissions Tuesday, so I am running the Dragon Age stream that will be out on Twitch. I'm also playing in the podcast, which is Black Teeth. It is using the liminal system, and it is folk horror set in rural North Wales in the 70s. We are ramping up fairly close to the end of the season, so things are gonna get spicy. So yeah, check that out wherever you check out podcasts. Other than that, you will just see me back here with this game because the rest of the stuff I have currently is off stream. However, in summer, probably about mid-July, you're going to see me over on Valdrian's channel for another Dragon Age game. It is the last season for the In Darkness Unbroken game over there. So yeah, pay attention to socials for the announcements about that. That's me.
Wahoo. All right. And lastly, a couple quick announcements. On Wednesday, bi-weekly at 8 p.m. Eastern, join our long-running anchor show for the sapphic homebrew world of ML Garth with Girls Run These Worlds founder Ryu as the dungeon mistress of Roll for Luck Sparked. Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern, an epic post-apocalyptic game where each players run a faction at the end of the world, attempting to leave something better for whoever comes after. In Rust with GM Ella. So, we will see you next time on Auriga Stars. And it'll be significantly less horror themed and significantly more processing our trauma themed. Look forward to it. See you then.
Thanks.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye.